Welcome back to Strong Hands Reborn Dad. My name is Odie. I am a male reborn doll collector, and I focus on making video and content regarding pretty much all things reborn dolls, but I focus a lot on mental health and how these dolls can be helpful for those who struggle with anxiety, depression, ADHD, ADD. Maybe they suffered a loss, miscarriage, or have fertility issues and unable to have babies of their own. I talk all about those types of subjects and just generally what's going on in the reborn doll world. And it's rare, but occasionally you guys will see me put out some videos for a change in chat, as it's called among content creators. So I thought we'd do that today. And I'm making this video a little ahead of time from the July 4th weekend because we are going to be going out of town. We actually got banana ball tickets. So if you don't know what that is, it's like Harlem Globetrotters meets baseball. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. So I needed to get a video recorded ahead of time, and I'm kind of on the struggle bus for content. So it's been a while since I've done a change of one of my dolls on camera, and I thought that'd be a kind of a fun little thing to do here. And I'm mad because I don't have anything patriotic, like literally nothing. I've got stuff for Christmas. I got a St. Patrick's Day outfit buried in the cabinet behind me, but I don't have anything patriotic. So unfortunately, but one thing I remember is since I've gotten my Sarah doll here, I haven't changed her. This is what she came in. So we're going to change her into something a little simpler. It's not very exciting, but I think it's still cute in its own right. I think cuteness can also be in simplicity. So we don't always have to rely on the clothes to make our dolls look cute. But one thing I do want to mention, you probably can see her over here. We have Little Livie. And Little Livie is part of our giveaway. I'll just talk quickly about that. I am giving away my Little Livie doll. She is an Ashton Drake doll. I talked about this in one of my other videos. You can just search Strong Hands Reborn Dad, and I'm sure you can find it. But in addition to giving Little Livie away, she's a pre-loved doll from Ashton Drake. I'm going to give away 2 outfits. We're also including a copy of the NLT, New Living Translation Bible, because what we're doing is a nominating event. So this isn't a normal giveaway. No self-nominations, please. We're looking for people to nominate others who they feel are deserving and would really benefit from having a reborn doll like Little Livie. And we've already gotten about a dozen or so submissions through our website. And if you'd like to submit your own, go to stronghand.com/nominate. I'll have that link here on the screen. We are only using the information for the purposes of conducting this nomination giveaway, and afterwards I'm deleting all of it. I don't care about marketing. I don't care about having your information long term. It's going to get removed just as soon as we have a winner and as soon as we're able to ship Little Livie off to her selected nominee. Fun thing is, I have another person who got to me a little late. Her name is Megan, and I hope I pronounce it Megan. She's a collector, but she's a good friend of mine. And I had asked her, but it took her a little bit to get back with me. So that's why she's not on the poster. But she's joined the nomination panel. We also have Bitty Bunny Reborn Nursery and Hippie Mama Reborn Nursery as well that are going to help look through all the submissions. And we're going to try to come together as a panel and decide who we feel is the most deserving. The only other caveat is that the nominee needs to be within the continental United States, at least for the shipping address. We're not able to ship overseas or to Hawaii or Alaska. So 18 or older to nominate, but the nominee can be anyone, child to senior. It's open to anybody in that regard, but the person nominating does need to be 18 and agree to allow us to use the nominee's first name or pseudo nickname, and of course the story, so we can share it with all of you for how meaningful these dolls really can be and just reaching people's hearts. So again, stronghandsreborndad.com/nominate. But yeah, no, I haven't changed Sarah. She is my custom partial silicone doll. And since I've gotten her, I haven't changed her. This has been her outfit. So I think it's time for her to show off her legs, because we're just going to have her summertime onesie, some simple socks, because I don't know what it is. I like to see babies in socks. I don't like to see them barefoot. I think in real life, I'm always afraid the baby's legs are going to be cold. So we're going to go ahead and get her out of this. And I'm deciding whether or not I want to keep her in the white tank onesie. I don't know if there's a reason to. I've never actually seen anybody do that with their Reborn dolls. So tell me if that's common to have like a really short tank top sleeve. So what I'm also trying to do is roll this up so that way I don't, because the other thing is this is my $2,000 doll. And so I just don't want to damage her, but I'm so scared. But she's so smooth too, because she was matted really well. The artist did a great job with that. So I do try to roll it off of them. I do remember that. But since the box opening, I haven't done much of anything. But yeah, just gonna try her outfit too. All right. Just a little bit. But yeah, I think I'll leave her in the little white thing here. And I definitely don't think her diaper needs to be swapped out. No. Usually you only have to change these diapers maybe once or twice a year. So we're going to leave that on her. She's not, like I said, she's a partial silicone, so ain't nothing underneath there except stuffing anyway. So really nice stuffing, I might add. But yeah, so a couple things I thought I'd talk about while we're doing our little change in chat here is just some random thoughts that don't really make enough to make a video out of, but stuff that I've kind of wanted to share for a while. I think one of the things that people maybe wonder about, especially as a guy in the reborn doll space, is like, what type of dolls do I like? Like, what am I drawn to? And well, I think you're kind of looking at that right now. I was drawn to Livy because she was affordable. I really wanted a partial silicone. At that point, I already had my Evelyn, who's a full body, but a manufactured one. Yeah, but anyway, she's cool, but I thought I'd try a partial silicone, and Livy's great. Honestly, you guys, whoever gets her is gonna love her. I just know it. She's so sweet to hold, cuddle baby. She is partial silicone. She has a thicker, it's like a more dense silicone. So that's the only thing. It's not quite as soft, but still really great for what she can be used for and how durable she is. Absolutely fantastic. And just so I don't forget, I do have her COA right here, so that'll go along with her as well. But yeah, I just can't get over how adorable she is. And of course, she was hand rooted by Kari with Bitty Bunny Reborn Nursery, hence why Kari is a part of my panel because she's so amazing. But look at this, guys. Look at the hair. Hand rooted. And I never put headbands on Sarah for very long because unlike a vinyl doll, this hair can be easily pulled out and I don't want her shedding. So I am just super, super careful. I never get to look at her legs. And that was one of the things because she was in that sleeper the whole time. So I was just like, okay, we're going to be doing some stuff here. So we want to see her legs. I want to enjoy the beauty, not just the shape. I want to see the painting and I want to feel her legs. I think it's time for her, especially since it's summer, right? You don't want to have your baby in something super hot. But yeah, let's get her dressed. But yeah, you won't see me putting a headband on her for that reason, at least not for very long. If I do it, it'll be for photos and whatnot. And it's also awkward for me to do it at this angle. I'm used to doing it straight on, not on the side. So it's just easier. And I remember changing my own son, and I didn't get to do it too often. You guys have heard me talk about that, but when I did, it was a joy. No, messy hair. It does not take much to get the hair messy. So I usually just comb it down with my hands. I'm too nervous to even put a baby comb with her hair. So, and I know people have talked about putting like little bags over her fingers, but if I can just bunch it up enough and really careful on that part, usually it'll go right through. So there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to do this at an angle so that way you guys can still see what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, so the type of dolls that I'm drawn to, back on subject. Yeah, so I like dolls like this. I like bigger babies. That's my thing. I don't do preemies. I've talked about in the past why I don't do preemies, but because my son was born as a preemie, and that was a very hard experience because he was in the NICU for a couple weeks. There she goes. It's starting to come together. Yeah, I didn't want to make a super long video either, so I'm like, yeah, we'll just do a simple onesie, right? Yeah, and the other thing is I like bigger dolls too. And one other thought I had, I've got Penny, right? She's my toddler doll. She's great, and I love holding her, but I haven't dared to go any bigger, like an actual child doll, because as a guy, I already get enough flack for even having these dolls. Can you imagine the hate I would get having a child-sized doll? I just, if I got one, I probably wouldn't tell the internet about it, if I'm honest. It's just the people who don't want to understand the beauty and artistry behind reborn dolls and why anyone, let alone a guy, would want to be in this hobby. It's hard enough to kind of explain it for the babies and even the toddlers. Imagine having a doll that looked like a 5 or 6 year old. As much as I would like to have one, I would love to have a child-sized doll. But even I get nervous about what people would say on the internet. And I know many of you told me in the past, don't care about what people say. I'm actually debating on something here because the little flower's on the inside and her legs naturally do this. So if I put it on like that, then the flower would be on the outside. So I think I'm going to put it on so the flower is on the inside of her legs since her legs naturally fold out. But yeah, no, for me, I always got to have the baby's feet in socks. That's just me. Yeah, I do try to fold them up. Oh, I remember the last time I changed Evelyn on camera, I had comments that said, yep, you changed baby's clothes like a dad, which is a good thing. Because you're right. I definitely changed baby's clothes like a dad. But yeah, no, going back to the idea of having a child-sized doll, I would like to have one. I've seen some really cute ones out there, some really, really realistic ones where, for as big as they are, you could almost forget that they're dolls even. I like the realism. Like for me, the realer, the better. Again, it's if you're gonna hold a doll and you're gonna do it for like reborn doll therapy, the more realistic, the better. But as I've said before, I care more about the weight and the feel of it. Okay, now I might have to pause the video for just a second. I lost her sock. Oh, wait, there it is. I was like, where'd her sock go? Oh, wait, are they both? Oh, no. Yeah, they were both on the outside. So if I put, no, wait, no, this would work. I kind of wanted this to like be like how I actually talk in real life as I'm trying to do something. I'm not very good at multitasking, like talking while I'm trying to focus on changing and working at awkward angles. But yeah, no. So I guess like, what do you guys think? What would your thoughts be if I bought a child-sized doll? Like, you guys saw my post a while back ago about Megan, and I did that whole thing with AI and dolls and all that. Thought about actually getting one of those. Oh gosh, I can't remember the manufacturer who did it, but many of you guys sent me pictures of her, and I kind of wanted one of those. My wife said absolutely not, no. She found it creepy, but she still loves and supports me. And I think, yeah, this is an outfit she bought. So yeah, there's that. I don't know why I'm fidgeting with the sock. It's probably good enough. But there we go. She changed. This is the dad version of changing your baby. How simple can I do it? That's honestly about what I get at. But my reasoning for putting her in just like a simple onesie like this is I wanted to see her arms for once. I wanted to feel her little fingers in that. And I've always been nervous. Like I'm gonna have to be careful not to rub too much because you don't want to rub especially the matting layer off, because you want that soft feel. But I certainly don't want to rub any of the paint off, and you can really get in to see some of these fine curves and wrinkles and just see how much effort went into painting them. It's insane. The patience it takes to do this is incredible. But There she is. She's all changed. And just in case you guys don't remember, I'm going to be careful with my finger here, but she can take a pacifier. So you pull her lip down, kind of put the nipple in, smooch it in. Sometimes you can put like a little tiny bit of like water-based lubricant and it makes it a lot easier to go in, but I don't have any. So anyway, here she is. This is Sarah all changed for summer now. You can actually see her legs and her arms. And she is weighted. She weighs somewhere between 7 and 8 pounds. I can't remember what her actual weight is, but I got about 7.5 pounds. To be honest, the artist did not tell me what she weighs, but she is absolutely weighted. Hope you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. And until next time, remember, strength looks different here. Comment, like, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video right here on Strong Hands Reborn Dad.